you're a young lad going to Italy, different language. I mean, I was looking at some of the players you're playing with there. You walk into a dressing room with Ronaldo and Seedorf and these types of players. Like, how was that as a young lad?
Well, Seedorf was me roommate.
Really?
Nightmare.
Was he?
Oh, never sleeps.
Really?
Oh, never sleeps. So we used to watch animated movies.
Really?
It's a Lion King and everything. I'm like that. So I'm looking at it's 12 o'clock at night and I go, Clarence, we got a game tomorrow. Yeah, we'll watch one more. 3 o'clock in the morning. He go, let's go and have a cup of tea downstairs. And a lemon cake at 3 in the morning.
Seriously?
I swear.
How's going back to the Premier League? Do you have any favourite goals?
I think the Blackburn goal.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, that's my favourite Robbie Keane moment.
Yeah, that's mine. From I think Meader throw it. I seen Savage running, and I just seen his blonde locks nearly getting the ball, chipped it over his head.
Make it sweeter because it was Robbie Savage.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, Robbie. He's a good lad, isn't he? Yeah, I think the Blackburn goal was definitely one of my best.
I just want to take you back to the cheeky one against Birmingham.
He didn't look. He looked over his right shoulder, and I was over here. So as soon as he threw, I was gone.
Did you ever score one before that?
Never. It come to a stage where all the keepers knew me and just like, oh, he's there again.
Yeah.
Hey, but it worked once.
Exactly. Listen, it'll be shown forever, won't it? It's superb. What was your career out of all those games, all the clubs you played for? What would you say your career highlight is? If you had to put,
I would have to say the World Cup in 2002. Yeah. Scoring the equaliser against Germany in the last minute. It was, in the last 16 with a nation like ourselves. It was certainly that was a big moment for me. Like Luka Modric as well, I'll get to him in a second, but the first week I could just see me and him could play together.
Why? How? Because you know what? Because he wants to drop off.
Yeah.
A part of your game is dropping off.
Yeah.
Everyone would have gone, normally we need two opposites. One that goes long, one that drops.
Gone from Teddy Sheringham.
Yeah.
Me and Teddy
could play, yeah.
Probably wouldn't think we could do together. But I had to be the high guy when Teddy, because he'd drop off. But then Teddy would go behind, then I'd drop short. So me and Berba, we just had that
understanding.
As soon as he went, I came. And that's why we were so difficult for defenders to play against us, because he didn't know whether I was coming or he was going. And the thing is with me and Berba, we weren't selfish for each other. I would get more of a buzz assisting him and him scoring and vice versa. I think that was the difference why me and him was so successful together, because we were just happy for each other to score. And we just had, see with Berba, he didn't speak to many people, but he would always speak to me. But I would always wind him up and have a bit of banter with him, trying to get him out of his he wasn't shy, was he? He was just, I don't know, it's very hard to describe him. But then you get him, you see him on the night out with whiskey. He'd have a whiskey. He'd always look cool. He'd have a whiskey with ice in it, and then
he used to
big
thought
cigar.
He was in the Goodfellas.
Yeah, and big cigar.
He thinks he was in the Goodfellas. That's who he actually thought he was that guy. You know what I mean? Andy Garcia. He thinks he's Andy Garcia. But he had that kind of like reserved kind of personality, didn't he? And whether it's shyness or just his upbringing, he was saying to us, I don't know what it is, but he was a ridiculous player, the touch and everything. What about Modric? You mentioned Modric there. Could you see Modric doing what Ballon d'Or?
No, I couldn't say that. But when we went to Spain, he didn't speak English. I took him under my wing. And I looked after him. Yeah, I wish. But he was small, like when you see him first, and and there was a lot of talk about him. Newcastle, I think I remember at the time, Newcastle and a few people. We went to Spain. And the first week, I'll be honest with you, the lads were like, no, I'm not sure. Honestly. And then we went to Spain, and I said to one of the players, I can't remember who it was, I think it was Michael Dawson. I said, he's going to be top him. And he went, really? I said, yeah. I said, why? I said, he's done 2 things in training in the 5-a-side that I'm thinking, yeah. He goes, and then you just see him just do that in the first 2-3 weeks, and the lads just went, oh my God, we've got something. He is special. Like I used to hammer the lads last year. The amount of people give the ball away. When you watch a game now, outside the foot, they give the ball away so many times you wouldn't believe.
Bruno Fernandes.
Right? You would not believe. My players last year, I stopped them from doing it. I said, the only person that can do it outside the foot is Luka Modric. He doesn't use the left foot. He's the only person there. You're not Luka Modric. Don't outside of your foot because you keep giving the ball away.
Imagine the manager telling you that.
No, I've told him. I said, honestly, and he's the one outside of his foot. It was just like ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Just the stuff he did in training, and you could just see him grown as well. He was quite shy, you know. And then, but once he got on the pitch, you see this personality. Like I'm the man. Give me the ball. I'll make things happen.
One of the things you have in common is that you both manage Spurs, and also one of the things you have in common is that you both brought Robbie Keane to Tottenham. You brought him there first time round, Glenn, when he was still a Leeds player, and you bring him into Spurs. It's a big money deal. What was he like as a youngster coming in, and how good a player was he?
Oh, fabulous player. Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah.
And again, a wonderful attitude to the game. He loved the game. Football was just in his DNA. Talent coming out of his ears. You know, he was unplayable some games. He was one of them players. Sometimes you get certain players that have got assets, but they're never going to actually be, and they're consistent. But there was certain days on training pitch. I don't know if Harry, you felt the same. In matches where he was unplayable.
Yeah.
That was so exciting. I remember a game, he had trained all week and no one could get near him. He was scoring goals in training, whatever function we were doing, 8-a-sides or 11v11 or whatever it was, a finishing. He was on fire. We played West Brom on the Saturday with it, and I just thought, well, if he goes anywhere near his performances this week, within 25 minutes, he'd scored a hat-trick. He could have had 6. I've never seen a performance like it. It was incredible. I don't know how many goals he could have scored that day. And it was that week, and it was like this purple patch. And when he hit these patches, he was unplayable. And he was a really good lad to have around the dressing room as well.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Harry, he seemed to have that talent for scoring goals that you couldn't really teach. It was just something in him, something innate, because it's something in Ireland we're searching for all the time. 68 goals for a country of the Republic of Ireland is just an incredible record. And we're constantly looking for the next Robbie Keane. You can't coach that, I presume.
No, he is so infectious, you know, around the place as well. I saw him just recently at Soccer Aid, and I really want to see him get into the game as a coach. And, you know, he's got so much to offer. I think he'd be his players would love to work with him. He's got that enthusiasm. He's bubbly, and I've just got so much time for him as a player. He was always on the move. He was, as Glenn said, he was unplayable at times. You know, he was always, but he was just always changing positions, moving sideways. Always knew what was going on, playing little flicks, 1-2s, in and around the box, just absolute dynamite. No, he was a special little player, I think. And as you say, look at his record. It's amazing.
I remember one goal, Nathan, I talk about. He scored some wonderful goals, didn't he, for Tottenham?
Yeah.
Some fabulous shots and whatever chips. I mean, but there was one goal. I think we were playing Birmingham. And he's gone to the byline. He's crossed it, and the goalkeeper's ended up with the ball. And he's gone into where the photographers are. And he's sort of mixed up.
Yeah, I remember the goal.
Yeah, do you remember it?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting upstairs. First half, I'm sitting up in the director's box watching. So he sits there, and I'm thinking, what's Robbie doing? He's got to get back on the halfway line. The keeper's going to kick it out in a minute. The keeper's got the ball in his hand, so he just hovers and stays there. And the goalkeeper, I can't remember who the keeper was. Harry's got a better.
Yeah.
And he just throws the ball down like that. And as he throws it like that, I can see now what Robbie's doing. He's come from these group of photographers. He's run round him. The goalkeeper didn't know he was there, and stuck it in the net. Put it in the net. This goalkeeper. The whole place has gone. I was up in the director's box, and I was standing up. I was like, it was absolute.
Yeah. That's that sharp mind, isn't he? He's such a bright little character, you know.
There's a lovely moment, clearly, for the team that wins the MLS because you get to go to the White House. What's that like? Yeah,
it's a surreal moment. Didn't think, a lad from Dublin, whatever,
be allowed in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially where I come from. Yeah. So it was, you know, for me it was a very, very proud moment, and to meet a president of the United States, you know, the most powerful man on the planet. So it was just.
He's related to you as well, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's what he says. Yeah, we're cousins now.
Let's hear what you actually had to say.
We look like each other as well.
This looked like it came to a shock to you and the rest of the world. Here you go.
And congratulations to the LA Galaxy on your 3rd MLS Cup. Together they represent one of the most talented lineups that MLS has ever seen. You've got Robbie Keanes, all-time leading scorer of the Irish national team.
Nice smile.
Cousin of mine.
Robbie
arrived halfway through last season, scored his first goal in the first 21 minutes of his first game. His teammates were so happy to have him that they filled his locker with what they called the pleasures of Ireland: Guinness, Baileys, and Irish Spring. Hopefully Robbie's broadened their horizons a little bit since then.
And he missed out the potatoes.
I know.
And you went back. I mean, you're old mates now. You and
yeah, we're best of friends. Yeah, we Skype each other now.
To the situation. What was that about you being cousins? Was he just having a joke? Or is he?
I know we're first cousins.
You are?
No. I haven't got a clue. I think he has.
Did you not ask him?
No, he has family. Yeah, I didn't really have a chance to kind of have a one-on-one with him, to be honest with you. No, I think he came to Ireland, and he has family in a village in Ireland or something like that. So
that's enough.
Yeah,
that's enough.
So everybody in Ireland is family.
Where did you first, who brought you over to England, Rob? How did that come about?
Yeah, well, I was at Crumlin, then a few trials. I was at West Ham. I think actually you were the gaffer there.
Was you?
I think so. Yeah, I was 14, and
bloody hell.
Another
one I've missed, Robbie. Another one I missed.
well, I don't think you were watching the games.
Another one I missed it.
Yeah, so.
Oh no.
I could have signed for West Ham, and then I just liked Wolves. I just felt real homely, and in my mind, even at that age, I always thought that I could have signed for Liverpool as well, and which was a Liverpool fan, and which was hard to kind of turn down. But I had in my own head, I wanted to get an opportunity as soon as possible, and to play in the first team, and that was even at that age was my kind of mindset, And I was lucky enough to play 1 year in the youth team, and then, I got dragged up. I actually got pulled up to two training pitches beside each other at Wolves. One's on the hill, the youth team was training there, and someone got injured in pre-season, and he just pulled me down. And then I remember my first touch was I rolled into him and I flicked it over Keane's head and stuck it in the top corner. And for the whole training session, Keane was following me around the pitch, trying to absolutely smash me. But I quite enjoyed it. I quite loved it, and because all the lads were laughing. All the lads were laughing at him, so it made it even worse. I thought, Curly, he's a character. He was one that didn't take any prisoners, and he was the captain as well. So all the lads were laughing and joking, so he didn't take it too kindly. So from that day forward, I went to Scotland with pre-season, and then managed to get myself in the first game of the season against Norwich and scored 2 in my debut. We won 2-0.
Fantastic, yeah.